What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another very exciting episode right here on the MIgardener channel. In today's episode, we're going to be answering a very popular viewer question, and that is, Luke, I'd really like to start saving seeds, but I don't know which ones I should save seeds from. How do I know what a good candidate is, and how do I pick it? So that's what we're going to talk about in today's episode. Now, we did have some super tall sunflowers here that had some beautiful heads, many heads. It was just like this sunflower bush, it looked like, in the mid-season. Now all of the sunflower heads are starting to droop, they're starting to dry, and that is perfect for seed saving. And that's going to answer the first question that you want to that you need to look at is it something that you enjoyed? Was it beautiful? Was it worth saving seeds from? Was it something that would add value to your garden in future years or someone else's garden? If it didn't really add value or wasn't really beautiful or didn't have traits that you liked, maybe it wasn't productive. Maybe it was super disease ridden. Maybe it was really pest prone. Maybe it was just messed up in a whole bunch of different ways. Don't save seeds from it. If it's something that you enjoyed, if it had any traits, whatsoever that you enjoyed, it's a worthy candidate for seed saving. So in our case here, this sunflower had so many heads, and so it was a wonderful candidate for us because we want to make sure that next year we can grow a sunflower that has 20, 30, 40 heads on it. And so that's the first thing that you need to look at. All right, let's go check out another candidate. The next candidate you want to save seeds from are ones that outperformed all the rest. So in the case of this kale here, you'll notice that there are ones that are shorter and smaller. They have smaller leaves. You have taller and larger leaved ones. These ones in the back here that are taller and have larger leaves, they've been growing in amongst all the rest of the kale, but they're clearly outperforming. They clearly have a more robust genetic makeup, making them outcompete the rest of these. And so if you have a plant that can be more robust, more competitive, that's going to be better in future years because it's going to allow you to have a plant that's going to grow better and it's just going to excel. Where, if you save seeds from these, more weaker of the bunch, it's kind of the fittest survive. And so that's the next thing is look from, if you have 3 or 4 different crops, pick the healthiest of those crops. If you have let's say you're growing garlic and you have a beautiful big garlic head, but the rest are all kind of medium size, save the biggest. The biggest is the best in that case. And so don't eat that. I always say, people always want to eat the biggest and the prettiest. Those are the ones you should be saving seeds from. It is a luxury to have a garden that you can harvest a ton from. But when you have so many to harvest from, save the prettiest, save the biggest, save the best, and that's going to allow you to have a really good candidate for seed saving. All right, let's check out the third candidate, or the third thing you look for a good seed saving candidate. All right, and the last thing you want to look for a really good seed saving candidate is that the seeds are mature. Now, if it has outperformed all the rest, it has traits that you love, it is a perfect candidate, but you save seeds that aren't mature and aren't ready, they're not going to be viable. That's the third thing you need to look for. In the case of cucumbers, you have a lot of cucumbers that look like this. This right here is not going to have viable seed. And that's because this looks like a really big overripe cucumber. And it's certainly getting overripe. If we were to split this open, there's seeds inside, but the seeds themselves are they're very soft, they're very squishy. They're not plump and they're not mature. So what do we want to look for? Well, in cucumbers, you look for this. Believe it or not, this is a cucumber. This brownish yellow melon is actually the ripe cucumber that's going to give viable seeds for you to save for next year. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure that the seeds are ready to save. If you're harvesting a green tomato, it's not going to have viable seeds, or it'll have very few viable seeds. If you're harvesting a green cucumber or green peppers, unless of course they always stay green. We're talking, like a red bell pepper. If you save it when it's green, the seeds are going to be very immature. Or if you save something like corn, let's say the corn has not yet dried on the stalk yet and it's not ready to harvest. If it's too wet, it's going to mold. It's going to have too much water content. If you're saving something like let's say kale seed or any brassica, if the seed pods themselves are not dry and brown and the seeds inside are not dry, you're going to harvest the seeds and they're going to be very immature and very young. It's this way with not a lot, literally everything you want to save seeds from. you want to wait until the seeds are ready to be saved. That is the final thing you want to look for a really good seed saving candidate. That way it's going to have traits that you like, it's going to be something that outperformed all the rest, and it's going to be ready to have seeds saved. And that way you're not wasting your time and precious resources. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do want to learn how to save specific seeds, say like seeds from this cucumber, what you want to do is you want to go check out our seed saving series. We actually have a seed saving series over on our YouTube channel, and go check out, it's a playlist that has, I don't know, 10, 15 different varieties, and we're going to be adding a lot more to that list as years go by. And that's going to help you to save specific varieties, to save seeds from specific varieties that you want to grow. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments box below. And as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to grow big or go home. I'll catch you all later. See ya. Bye.